Once I really get into working out and I start seeing things change, I know I'm dropping weight, but I can't look at the scale because if I see that I lost anything, I'm gonna try to keep the weight up, but still look the way I want to look, and it never works. Never works.
Clearly. We're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
My lips feel chapped. I feel black. Something's wrong here.
And you got that jail looking out your head. You got out.
Oh.
You really do look like you just got out the pen and you just trying to like fucking Jonathan Majors in Creed 3.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
I don't know, man. How is it, man? It felt like it's been a while. I mean, this is officially the first episode of 2024.
Hell yeah. And it is
June. How was your holiday?
Shit, I don't remember.
All right, fair enough.
No, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? Like, on a real level, I can't complain about them. It was real simple, but it was good.
Nice. Well, that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi,
and your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Fort Delta. How's everybody doing out there?
Well, we kicking off the new year with a brand new movie that just came out, and it's divided people online. So I can't wait to hear your take about it. But it's I don't know. It felt nice. We put out one episode a week for an entire year. I mean, a little longer than a year, but we officially had one full year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just doing our thing, trying to keep it going.
Indeed.
You got anything good for Christmas?
My two front teeth.
They are looking white. I'll be honest.
That Chris, don't start with the bullshit. Cause you know I'm about to say so. That, you know what? Fuck it. That's a good place to do it, man. Edit that shit out.
Oh no, that's staying in there. That's staying in there. You're gargling that coconut.
It just arrived on the fur on it, so it scrapes your teeth by it.
Like Mother Nature's natural dentist.
Oh God.
It's good to see you again, bro.
Yeah, I need this laugh. Oh God.
Well, the movie we watching this week, or we watched
for the record, it's called Colgate, ladies and gentlemen. No, right. Brush your teeth.
No, it's not called Colgate. It's called Coochgate.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Oh man.
All right. Anyways,
yeah.
So the movie we watched this week is brand new to Netflix, and like I said, it's dividing the internet. It's Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire by Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me, I'm a big Zack Snyder fan, so I was excited to see this. But off rip, well, what did you think about the movie?
I liked it. It was a good watch. A lot of action. I can't say much to brag about, but I'm not mad that I watched it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I do want to see part 2. It's not like Dune where I don't even care for part 2.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy because like Dune actually won some awards. I don't know if this movie's gonna win any awards, but like I like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly there's an R-rated version that's actually longer. That's supposed to come out after. But like this is like the little shortened version of it. It's a little more accessible to everyone else. But with Zack Snyder, whenever he does his director's cuts and shit like that, like they're always better than the original. Always.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, who did Justice League? Was that him too?
So he originally shot Justice League.
Okay.
Then Joss Whedon took over, and then he changed a bunch of stuff, and that was how the original.
Okay.
That 2-hour one came out.
Okay, that's what I was asking because the original one is like what, 4 hours for or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
well, the one Zack Snyder did when they
Yeah.
released his cut was like
Mhm.
almost 4 hours long.
But see, that one's actually dope as fuck. It's just long as fuck.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
in the 4 hours, I look at it, I'm like, I don't know, like, I wouldn't cut anything out of that.
No, I mean, and honestly, I really wish that one would have came to movie theaters.
Yeah,
Just because, I mean, it was long. If you do a movie like that, Mr. Snyder, for listening, put an intermission in the middle. Like, give people time to get up and get some more popcorn and use the bathroom and come back. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but the thing is, it's not bad to get up and go to the bathroom.
But you miss stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's fine. It's okay. You know,
Not for me. I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss anything.
I don't want to miss anything.
If I'm look, check this out. If I'm going to Tuesday morning special where I get the half price and matinee for $3.50, I'm not trying to go use the bathroom. That $3.50 is worth every penny of it.
Chris been working the corner on Main Street all week. He spent his hard-earned money. He's gonna see the whole movie
For real. On a Tuesday, you know what I'm saying?
But no,
Man.
I mean, like, I think the stigma of having to get up during a movie is like just overrated. I think if you need to get up and pee, go pee.
I mean,
I get
yeah,
up and pee all the time.
but like, see, you're in the missing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I get it. You're gonna miss some stuff, but you know how some people look at you like, you know, it's wrong. It's not wrong to do it. I don't want to do it, but it's not wrong to do it. You know?
Yeah.
So, anyways, before we get deep diving into this movie, what you drinking?
New year, new me. Same
New
drink.
Year, same. Just
Shit, fuck that shit.
Chris Brown, 2024, bigger and black.
and teeth whiter. Oh man, no, I got my usual
like
Jack.
You looking like that the skull on your front. Yeah.
It's just white in my shirt. Well, my shirt is a little gray, but
All right, so
yeah, I'll do me a cool shot of Jack. I say a shot, but I don't know. I might go a little more. And I'm also gonna touch on these 19 crimes.
okay.
Yeah,
You gonna try that Snoop?
I know, sir. He's actually, his bottle was the first one I had. I don't know who this is. Who this is on here? I don't know. Can you see it?
Just a criminal. He's just a criminal.
I don't know, but I thought they were like high price criminals like Al Capone and Noriega and shit.
That dude probably just he probably robbed like a 7-Eleven.
Is they even out back then? That's an old ass picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first bottle I had was actually Snoop's bottle, his picture.
Was it which one was it? Just out of curiosity.
Him with the hoodie on.
I know the picture. I'm saying which flavor was it?
Oh.
White, red.
Oh, red. Both from they do white wines. I thought it was just red.
Well, I know he's got the red. I know he's got like a Cali Rosé.
Oh, okay, nah. So the ones I've had so far, even though this was my second bottle, have both been red.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a Cabernet or a Merlot or a blend. It tastes like a blend to me, but I really don't know. I ain't no wine connoisseur. I like alcohol.
Yeah, it's a budget wine, but it's good.
It's not bad at all. I'm not hating on it.
Yeah. Okay. Dipping into the wines.
Yeah,
Chris step away for a couple of weeks, come back, drinking wine. White
yeah.
tea.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Well, you know me, I'm starting out the new year trying to better myself.
Oh yeah, ain't you detoxing or some shit like that?
Not necessarily detoxing, but I'm doing a dry January, so no alcohol, and then I am doing a carnivore all month long. So
Oh, nice.
I've just been eating meat on meat.
I don't know if I could do that. Even though I love it, but I need something different.
Right? I'm like, well, please. It's not the meat that's your problem. Your problem is everything is fucking breaded and deep fried.
So,
So
if I could deep fry Robin, I'd do it.
anyways, I took my last shot of what is it? Apple cider vinegar this morning, so I gotta go pick up some more. So,
Gotcha.
no shot, but I'm just gonna drink a little Dr. D's sparkling probiotic drink.
Okay, it sounds fancy, but is it?
I don't know. Get that D.
Don't ever say that again. Don't ever. You have people think you're somebody different.
Yeah, they're gonna put a meme out. They're just gonna take that voice and just put it on everything.
Man.
All right. Well, cheers up, and let's get to this movie, because there's one aspect of this movie that I don't like, and it took me a while to figure it out. It took me after I got done watching the movie to figure it out.
I have something that I don't like about it, but that's also because I just seen another movie, and totally different. I'll tell you the title: Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Oh,
So,
yeah, so I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it.
okay,
Okay.
so okay, I won't tell you the movie, but I compare some things to it that I probably shouldn't have.
Okay. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Happy New Year, homie.
Same to you. Did you make any New Year's resolutions?
Stay black and die.
Ooh, this is good. This tastes like healthy Kool-Aid.
Healthy Kool-Aid.
Mhm.
Well, it is grape.
Yeah. It's a hood-tastic drink.
Mm.
So why'd you compare it to Mission Impossible?
Oh, well, because I watched it, I just got done traveling, and I watched it on the plane.
Yeah.
And the fight scenes in it, the hand-to-hand combat,
Yep.
in my opinion, are really precise.
In
Mission Impossible.
Okay.
Like the hand coordinations, the camera angles, like you really think that they're hitting that quick and powerful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus this one, the slowdowns and some of the moves that were supposed to be looking powerful didn't look all that powerful. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little more gritty, a little more like rushed.
Now I wouldn't say versus like more slow. You know what I'm saying?
Man, but that's what Zach has always done that. He did that with 300. He did that in
No, not the slowdown on the cameras, just like the movements themselves. Like
okay, so like the people that were performing it.
Yeah.
Okay, look, they're going like half speed. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Okay, so so I thought you were going to talk about the reason why I don't. But my one gripe about the movie.
What's that?
With Mission Impossible, again, I haven't seen Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning yet, but one thing I know is them motherfuckers film on location. Like they out
True.
there. If this motherfucker jumping off a fucking a cliff, he's really jumping off a cliff.
Yeah.
So with this movie, it clearly a lot of green screen. Clearly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's like no matter how vast the fucking scenario or the scene was supposed to be, whenever it got close, it always felt like it was just like in a room the size of a classroom. You notice that? But even when, like, knowing that last battle when they on that, like, that it's like that not a hangar, but like wherever the loading dock is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just felt real close quarters and tight when it kind of should have felt much bigger.
Okay.
That was my only gripe with this thing, is that nothing, like, because a lot of people were comparing this movie to Star Wars.
Really?
Just in the, it's a space opera. There's weird characters and all this different stuff. Like, like Star Wars, John Carter. Is it John Carter? Yeah, John Carter of Mars.
Is that the one with Channing Tatum?
Nah, it was Taylor Kitsch.
Okay, I don't know that one.
The one with Channing Tatum was Jupiter Ascending.
Okay.
Yeah, but like it's like when they are out in space and stuff, it feels big. It feels open because you're in fucking space.
Yeah.
And in this one, it didn't. Like every time I looked at anything, it just felt like everybody, I don't know why, it just felt like everybody was just in a room.
Okay.
It was weird. Like, yeah, it took me a while before I was like, well, there's something off with the look of this movie. Because he's shot in green screens before, obviously. 300, Batman, all that stuff. I don't know why it was.
But they don't look like they're green screens.
Yeah, I know. This one, like, I think purposely they tried to make it kind of look green screeny, almost like it's on a stage. But then it just, I don't know, for some reason, it just made everything look like a little too tight.
Because the very first fight scene, when they're in, I guess, that house that the soldiers take over or whatever, it looks like a hallway.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think they needed that fight?
I'll say yeah. And the reason why I say yeah is for her introduction. Because I mean, because she's obviously trying to run away because she I guess doesn't want to fight. When they go through her backstory about how she was like a trained elite fighter, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But she doesn't want to see her friend that's so innocent, get disrupted by this group of people, the group of men, you know what I'm saying? So Yeah,
But
I can say the fight scene was needed because then it shows who she is, what she can do.
no. Like that scene itself, I think is needed to show like her character. But like, I think they could have lined it up differently. I think all that could have been a flashback.
Mm. Okay, so with that being said, how would you have done her first fight scene? How would you
I
have done it?
I think
Like
her
in that
first
movie?
I think her first introduction to when she fights should have
Mhm.
been that fucking bar scene where she just fucked up the dude that was fucking with her at the bar.
Okay.
You know when
Okay.
she, you know
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
they go to that bar to look for whatever the dude, whatever. That would have been my first introduction to her.
I mean, I could see that, but then, I mean, who doesn't want to see all the bad men get their ass whooped
No,
for
I
for being bad men?
I
You
do
know what
too.
I'm saying?
But imagine if that's her introduction, right? She's looking
Okay.
for someone, boom. Then all of a sudden it cuts to like, it goes from that, then cuts back to the farm stuff. And then almost, keeps going back to it until you find her at in the space and,
Hmm.
trying to pick up people. You
Okay.
know how because you know how they kept like when she was like talking about her past and she was like they would go flashbacks about like her when she was a kid and then
Hmm.
like kind of like that.
But so you're saying the flashback should have been that first fight scene?
I think that should have been part of a flashback versus a whole introduction into like where they find these people, like
Hmm.
where you meet her for the first time.
Gotcha.
I think like literally it should have did that, that fight. Like the opening is the whole bar scene.
Hmm.
Looking for something, where they're looking for the guy or some help to find the people, whatever, and then it flashes back to some of that farm stuff, and then it's
Hmm.
just kind of like still traveling, flashing back until you see her fuck those people up, and then you get to meet in fucking Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Hmm.
I just saw it and I was like, it was good, but it overshadowed that first fight overshadowed that second fight, and I thought the way she showed up in that second fight was cool.
Hmm.
That would have been like, hey, let's give him a taste of what you can do.
Mm. Okay, you know what? I can see that because the bar fight was really quick.
Yeah, it's like fucking when you first see Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon.
Hmm.
Not when he's training, but when he's in the tournament, and the first thing he does that side kick and kicks the dude.
This is gonna sound really, really bad, but I don't remember that scene. Even I've seen Enter the Dragon many, many times, but I don't remember that scene.
Yeah, the whole like boards don't hit back scene. And he
I thought
fights
I thought he was already when he made it to the yard and he's in the tournament.
No, that's
I
what I
thought-
mean. He's in the tournament, and then
Uh-huh.
that first fight is where the boards don't hit back one, and then
That's the first fight in that movie.
No,
when
no,
he
no,
fights-
no, 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 no. That I think so. He does his first fight is like that training sequence where he's fighting Sammo Hung,
Okay.
and then I just think like that should be that first time you see the person is quick, precise. Oh, this person I don't want to fuck with.
Yeah. Now you gotta be thinking. Because the only fight scene, well, not the only one, but the one that stands out to me the most is when he fights the dude that killed his sister. When they square up and he smacks the shit over like 3 times.
Yeah.
If that's real, that's gotta be embarrassing. You imagine getting smacked that quick. Like, yo, did you just hit me? Like for real?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean that's when people were like, "Yo, don't fuck with Bruce Lee, the skinny Asian dude."
Yeah. Especially when they found out they had to slow the cameras down
Mhm.
and he's still moving that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, where do you put this movie amongst other like space operas or your fantasy space movies?
Fantasy.
Do you have a top 3 fantasy space movies?
fantasy space movies?
Homeboys in Outer Space.
I actually got a space movie that is on my list, but not for the fact that whether it's good or not. Because I mean, I actually like the first Star Trek. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, which one? The newer Star Treks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the first one and the second one, where with Benedict Cumberbatch or whatever his name is.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, whatever shit. But this one, I'd rank it with Starship Troopers. I'm joking.
Starship Troopers is one of my favorites.
That's actually my
Might be in
favorite.
my top 3.
That's actually one of my favorites because it was the first movie I was able to see titties. Actually, I'm lying, but it's the first movie that I got to go see with like a group of friends,
Yeah.
and I went with a bunch of church people. And when it came down to the titties, they all looking at the kids like, "Close your eyes," and we're like, "No."
But don't worry, those pictures are in the Bible too.
Y'all took us here to praise Jesus in titties' name. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, but yeah. How would I rank it? Um, I really don't think I would rank it because I feel like it was just a good movie to watch. You know what I'm saying? That's like as far as space stuff. Like I said, I feel like Star Trek is up there for me, 1 and 2.
Okay, so I'm a big Star Wars fan,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Starship Troopers might take my top spot.
Really?
I love that. That's one of those movies I can put on all the time and just watch. I don't know why. I just love that movie.
And I ain't seen it in a long time, but I might have to watch it again just to see if it was really that good. Because when it came out, I was what, maybe 13, 14?
It's just entertaining.
Okay.
That one's good. Yeah, I think I have to think. I have to deep dive. I like John Carter. I don't know if you've ever seen
See,
John Carter.
nah, that's not gonna bill at all.
Oh man, it's good.
Okay.
I think it's really good. It didn't make a lot of money in theaters.
Hmm.
I think it's really good.
Okay.
Did you know there's a part 2 to this coming out?
Yeah, it says it's coming out April. I think April 19th.
Yeah. First one is Child of Fire. Second one is The Scar Giver, which is the girl's nickname.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Imagine like how you get a name like that, Scar Giver.
Shit, you know, for giving scars.
Yeah, but like you had to give it to someone who lived, and they could then give you that name. But it's got to be someone of potency, so that people are like, oh, let me take that person's word for it. Because you ain't gonna, if you just leave a scar on fucking Bill at the fucking racetrack, ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, true. Oh, did we even discuss the? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the movie we're talking about is Rebel Moon. I didn't know if we said the title.
I think I said it earlier.
Oh, you did. Like we are way behind schedule.
So like again, when I watched this movie, I was like, okay, clearly it's the first half of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's been a lot of time just going into how they're picking up everyone.
Yeah.
Where if it was its own movie, like on its own, like I don't know if I would have spent that much time finding all, like, you know, it was just like it just felt like it was a long setup, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But.
Nah, sometimes the setup is good if it's done right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's speaking of Zack Snyder, that's why I liked the version of Justice League he did, because it was long, but I felt like everybody got their proper introduction of why they're in the Justice League. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite scenes in that one is when I think Aquaman's riding on the Batmobile and jumps off and jumps onto the little flying creature, and then he ends up just basically falling through the sky, gliding down on them. Yeah. Like to me, if that would have been his introduction before the movie, then that would have been dope. But of course, you didn't see that unless you watched the long version of it.
Well, I want to say they had something similar to that in the 2-hour one. The 2-hour one, the thing is they cut out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they made it real jokey. They cut out just about all the stuff with Cyborg and the Flash. Mm-hmm. Like in the 2-hour one, they just had Flash pushing a truck out the city.
Everybody had like 10 minutes of fame. That was it. Yeah. Versus the 4-hour one, everybody got their 30 minutes at least of screen time. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when the whole place explodes and Flash has to go into the Speed Force and run back in time, bro, that's one of the dopest scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know. I like superheroes. I didn't know he could speed up his cells to heal. I didn't even think about that.
Nah, I didn't know either.
So you know how he sits there, he goes, and because he's trying to he got shot, and after he goes into the Speed Force, he has to heal up his cells really quick and then go running. But that makes sense because if he speeds up his cells enough, he can vibrate them enough so he can pass through solid objects.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he can, I guess, regenerate.
Interesting.
It makes Flash a little more cooler instead of just a motherfucker that runs.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. What'd you think of the villain?
He looked young but old at the same time. Yeah. If that makes sense.
I think he's
he's okay. Like he's been around. Hold on, are you talking about the at the very end of the movie with the mustache or the beard, or
No. The one that they was fighting, the one that had the fucking the Backstreet Boys haircut,
yeah, but all the what's
scars.
that? Yeah, I was gonna call him fucking Matrix shit on his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he actually looked like homeboy from Batman. I think Batman Begins, the Scarecrow.
Oh, that's the dude from Oppenheimer. No, that wasn't
Yeah,
Cillian Murphy.
no, it wasn't him, but he did favor him quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The dude's name is Ed Screen, Skeir something. But like, I know I've seen him in other movies. I think he might have been in Alita Battle Angel. He might have been.
Okay,
Yeah, remember that the robot dude that is always fighting Alita in that movie?
I remember a robot dude. I don't remember.
There was a couple, but it was like the main robot dude who kept coming after Alita. I think that might have been.
I don't remember. Um. So did you like the movie?
Oh, I really like the movie, but I think I could tell like it's not complete. Okay, so the easiest comparison to me is Dune.
Okay.
Because it's the same kind of concept. It's a two-parter, and like this movie sets the stage for the next movie. I liked it better than Dune, but the cinematography in Dune was way better. The graphics in Dune were way better. With that being said, Dune's budget was probably almost double what they spent on two of these movies.
Okay.
I think that's just the thing that only bothered me is the fact that it felt like it was shot in like a fucking closet.
Okay. Matter of fact, the last space movie we've seen, or like Earth to Space, the one with John David Washington.
Oh, the creator.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I would put this like in the same category.
I might put the creator above it.
Really? Okay.
Just because, again, like I think they kind of similar concepts. They're very abstract, but just the way that the creator is shot, how it looks like it's the graphics in that one blend so well into fucking like real life.
You know what? And I think that one came in the movie theater, didn't it? I wonder if my perception would be different if I seen this in the movie theater.
Well, this one I know had a limited release in theaters, but it didn't. But it was made by Netflix for Netflix.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, I think. Yeah, no, the creator is dope. I love the creator.
That's only because the lead woman was Asian.
If you know me, you know that ain't true.
You just lost half your following team. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh shit. I like Asian women. I just never dated them. Okay.
He likes them in the kitchen making that egg foo young.
Hey, if you can cook like my mama, we good.
That's terrible. Being in the room, baby, please go fry some rice. Oh
right,
man.
So you said the fighting in this movie just felt slow.
Yeah, like I said, maybe because I messed up because I watched Dead Reckoning first. Yeah. And for her to be as powerful and as strategic as she was, I felt like the camera didn't do her justice. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. But also I think maybe part of it might have been her, because it was okay. So let's take that scene, and I think it's in the first one, in that scene in the barn where they're fighting, and she gets the gun.
Yeah.
And when she swings it around, it looks like, I hate to say it looks like it's a little too heavy for her.
The axe or the gun?
Was it the axe?
Because she goes to hand him the axe, but she snatches the gun and I think chops him with the axe. And when she brings her hand up, like she's twirling in her hand and all that good stuff.
Okay, I think it was that. It was either that, or I think maybe she was swinging the gun around and going to point it. Because you know how the dude had the gun. I think he had a gun to the girl's head.
Okay, yeah.
When she goes to swing the gun around, there's something about it that makes you go like, it looks like that gun's a little too heavy for her arm. And if you a fucking former high level elite soldier, you can pick up a gun.
Yeah.
Oh,
But see, I can't discredit her like that either because she was also in the last Star Trek, and she was in that movie Kingsman.
I which one?
She had the swords on her feet. Then she was Sam Jackson's like apprentice or whatever.
I know I've seen her before. I just can't put a face to movie.
Yeah, she was in the first Kingsman, which I thought her character was dope, and then she's in the third not Transformers shit, Star Trek. so in my mind, she has to know how. She has some type of background in martial arts somewhere or fighting.
Or maybe those are just stunt women, and she didn't have the same stunt woman.
Damn, that's all I can say.
I'm saying, because you know, you got like there's scenes where like you see Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
she's fucking people up, and then there's other scenes where you're like, but she don't even look like she can run fast. So, like, you can tell which is which.
Oh man, speaking of that, which I know we're going. Every know we got to see the movie because I was on a fucking 10-hour flight, so I had a lot of time.
Yeah.
and I finally watched Fast X.
Okay, I think I'm halfway through Fast X.
Okay, I ain't gonna tell you nothing. Then I'm gonna leave it alone.
I think I'm at the part where Cena gets the nephew, and they're like, they're doing something. They're at some part of their little road trip. I don't know where they at.
And then now I'll tell you off camera then because I ain't gonna ruin it for you.
Did you not like Jason Momoa?
He was a little flamboyant, but he actually was pretty cool. But just the way they did the movie, it really felt like it was just thrown together.
Well, yeah, I guess it felt like everybody needed their own storyline, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
You don't need everybody to have. You don't need everybody to pair up and go off and do their own thing.
See, the part that got me, like, there's a lot of parts that are just like, okay, what's going on here? But the ending, I was just like, okay, you know what? I don't even want to see the next one. But I don't want to tell you. I want you to be just as surprised as I was.
Oh, now I'm thinking about it. It's not with the submarine coming up, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I seen that part. So maybe I don't. Maybe I seen further into the movie than I remember. I might have to watch again. Oh yeah, you know I did see the whole movie because I saw the
see
credit scene too.
See, so that alone lets you know that you wasn't happy with it either. If you can't even barely remember it.
Well, the thing I remember about the movie is like, yeah, had too much everybody going off and doing their own thing.
I just was like, okay, they're bringing people back, and like I get what's going on. Like some parts like were funny and good, but then the submarine comes up, and obviously you know that's Charlize Theron's thing. Yeah. But then the person that pops out is Gail. I'm like, how she? Okay, tell me how she survived falling off a fucking plane. Please tell me that.
Hologram gal. I don't know. That's the thing with a lot of these movies, the Marvel movies and the Fast and Furious movies is like when no one's truly dead, it kind of loses its stakes.
But nah, because Marvel did it pretty good though. They had like when Endgame or is it is that me?
No, that's probably your fucking. That ain't me, bro. That's you. That's your heart monitor.
Yeah, shit, I'm about to die. Bomb. Let me find out somebody rigged my house. This is the end.
Oh, he came back. I'm like, come on, man. I ain't got 15,000 left. I need the only house I got.
Man.
Okay, so like there's only two people that really died in Marvel. Is what I'm saying. You got
Iron Man.
10
Who else?
years worth of movies, and only two. Well, okay, maybe three people really died. Coulson didn't die because he came back in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The only two people that really died.
Oh, okay.
Is fucking Iron Man, who died at the end of the last movie of that saga, and fucking Black Widow.
But see, they did it right though, in my opinion. Because
but what I'm saying is, you know, when a person dies in Marvel, you don't sit there and look at them and be like, oh fuck. You're just like, okay, no, they can always bring them back.
Nah, because when Thanos snapped his fingers in Infinity War, in the whole theater, we all walked out looking like our grandmama just died. That's how you know you got to the crowd, because everybody was quiet, like, yo.
And then they brought everyone back, right?
But they, in my opinion, they did it right when they had everything come together at the end. The time change and everything else. Okay, you know what? Like, even though you know it ain't real, it still was made believable. You know what I'm saying?
But no, what I'm saying is now when you watch a Marvel movie, you don't you don't believe anyone can die.
Hmm. I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, and your Vision also died in Infinity War. But like, that's what I'm saying. It's just like I feel like a lot of those movies lost the stakes. They don't. You don't really. There's no tension there because I don't. I feel like you can bring anyone back. So it's like, okay, someone dies. It's like, oh, that sucks.
Hmm.
But like when Gal Gadot died in fucking in Fast 7,
Yeah.
I was like, God damn. I said, they really did it. And then that's what sent this motherfucker to Tokyo.
Yeah.
And that's where he's supposed to die. But then
Mhm.
they brought that motherfucker back. When
Yeah.
they bring her, come on.
But see, even when they brought Han back and they go through the story and talk about Mr. Nobody did some things or whatever,
Mhm.
it kind of made sense. But when Gail popped up at the submarine, looking pretty, no scratches, like come on now. Look, I done fell off a bike and hit the pavement. It was fucked up. You fell off a 500-mile-per-hour plane and you look fine. The rate that which make it in the world. I don't care who you are.
No, but I'm saying like fucking Han was in a car accident.
He had like 2 scratches, like a cat did it.
Yeah, the dude, Jason Statham gets out, drops the shit. And you mean to tell me Mr. Nobody ran in there, took this motherfucker out, did everything in that time? Come on.
Oh man.
One of the dopest things that Fast and Furious did was like because they kept having Han, it was like you were waiting. You're like, all right, when does he finally go to fucking Japan? That finally happened. It was like, oh shit, okay, now because that's like his whole story was
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
And they brought that motherfucker back.
Yeah.
They bring back Brandon Lee like the Crow and shit.
Oh man.
All right,
Oh,
so
I guess back to Rebel Moon.
yeah. So did you have a favorite character in this movie?
Rebel Moon. No, I can't say I had a favorite.
Hanzo?
Who was that? The black dude?
Yeah, it's
The
Titan.
General Titus, or whatever his name was.
It's Titus, yeah. General
Yeah.
Titus. I thought it was Titan. General
Uh,
Titus. Yeah.
um,
Y'all brothers stick together.
we have to. Oh man, just like butter on grits. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Oh man. A favorite character? Nah, I really can't say I had a favorite character. I mean, the one person that I wish they would have like kind of got more into detail about the robot.
So I think he's gonna be in the second one.
I mean, he should be because I mean he had an introduction, but then at the end of the movie they give him like a little spotlight when he's in the field.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, okay, I still really don't know what his story is.
Well, so
but they still make him part of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
so supposedly he's the last of the race of robots.
The king's guardians or something like that.
Yeah, he's the last.
Yeah.
One. So, but yeah, and then the voice of that is Anthony Hopkins. Fucking
Really?
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a high level actor behind it. So clearly they're gonna do more with it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I think if they do a longer version, I think they'll probably elaborate more, and you'll get more behind the scenes and stuff. You know, one person I was wondering, I was like, why is this guy acting this way? Is that one soldier, the little Asian dude? That
the private?
Yeah, he saw the girl once, and then he was about to go, like he'd go to kill him, he'd go to fucking town and kill everyone over her.
When they tried to rape the girl and he was trying to stop him.
Yeah,
him. Okay, yeah.
But it was like it looked like they didn't show any other interactions with them really.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to act like that, just seeing her once.
Hey, love at first sight, man. It happens.
No, hell no.
Shit, you saw Ryu and was like, "Oh my god, food! I can't wait to get this dog."
As long as I got Ryu, I'm never hungry.
You better hope you don't lose your job and go broke because they're like, "Hey, Ryu, we have a Ryu tonight." He like, "Really? What's that?" Like, one of us gonna find out.
I'm like, you playing with your dog? No, I'm catching dinner.
Yeah, for real, man.
I think my favorite character in the movie is the fucking general, the guy that the one that they was all
The villain.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just because I felt like he had a lot of depth to his character. He wasn't like he was like evil, kind of just like that's a normal day for him.
Yeah.
Sometimes some people try to make people evil, but then they try to make them likable.
Okay.
You seen fucking Age of Ultron? How they try to
But
make
see, he was,
Ultron fucking
but he
stand up for
wasn't
people.
funny at first though. He was just an asshole. But he was based off of Tony Stark, so it made sense.
Yeah, I know, but like it's. Sometimes I like my villains to be bad, like fucking Joker.
Yeah. When it comes to villains, I put Joker and Hannibal Lecter up there, top two,
Joker, Hannibal Lecter, and
and probably Thanos.
I don't know. You know the fucking who's the bully from The Simpsons? Nelson.
No, seriously.
Yeah, that's a good villain right there.
Ha ha. Oh God.
Your epidermis is showing. What? And then he punches him. He goes, "See, epidermis actually means hair, so technically it's true."
Oh man.
No, yeah, I liked him. I liked his character just because there was like a lot of like sways in his delivery and the way he talked, like the way he acted and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
real subtle when he was in the village talking to the people, and like he saw the girl, but just happened to be like, "Did I just see you?" And then just kept walking and doing his thing.
Hmm. I mean, I watched the movie. Like I said, I watched it twice. Um, and I guess just to get the gist of it, the villain they're actually looking for the rebel people. Am I right?
Yeah.
But okay, well we find at the end they're actually really looking for the girl.
Yeah.
What's her name? Atheus or something like that.
Yeah, so she's, I guess, okay. So if you're looking at bounty hunters, she's like the most, prize fugitive out there.
Mhm.
But because I guess she's the king's daughter or the general's
Yeah.
daughter, something like that?
Which we don't find out till the very end of the movie.
Yeah. And so it's like his adopted daughter or some shit like that. Remember? When I saw that shit, I was like, "Oh, this is Thanos."
Oh, ain't that the German actor too? He was the villain in Civil War, I think, with Captain America.
I don't know. No, I mean that's not the dude that was in fucking. He was not the dude that played Red Skull.
No, the dude that I want to say it was Civil War, where Iron Man and Captain America actually fight each other.
Yep.
And he's the German dude that actually lets Bucky out. That's not him?
No, that's not him. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
dude from he's in a lot of other movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not him. That's Daniel Bruhl. So.
Oh, okay.
That dude, I feel like I've seen him somewhere, but I don't know where.
Yeah,
Did he play the villain in or the king in Rebel Moon?
Mhm.
I've seen him in other movies. I just can't put like the name to it yet.
Hmm.
But like, yeah, she's like the biggest fugitive, and they're trying to knock out the resistance or the rebels. So that's who they're looking for.
Mhm.
In doing so, they find her, and she's trying to put a band together. They go take them all down, but
Mhm.
then they all end up being like all these high level fugitives.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking for.
Hmm. So they do that. They got the Space Crusaders chasing them.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice Ray Fisher, the black dude with the paint?
Okay, he looked familiar, but because I couldn't tell who he was.
Ray Fisher, that's Cyborg from.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked him in the movie too.
Yeah, he died, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he took on a plane or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's how like in most movies when someone does that superhero dive,
Yeah.
goes to jab it in the person, they get him.
Yeah.
Like he did it, but like he missed the head, so then
Yeah.
they shot him.
Yeah.
He had to pull it out and get him again.
Mm.
I actually thought that was cool.
Mm.
Like sometimes it's always that same. I do whatever I can to take you out, and with that last ditch effort, I sacrifice myself to take you out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, no.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're laying the foundation, which I actually in the movie I appreciated the movie in that aspect. I just still think like I think they need to just do something to make it look more grand.
Okay, let's talk about the fight with the Asian lady and the
big spider.
Is a spider lady, whatever you want to call it.
With the girl from fucking Sucker Punch.
That's who that was?
She's one of the girls from Sucker Punch.
Oh, okay. Sucker Punch is a dope ass movie.
What's up?
Sucker Punch is a dope ass movie. I didn't think I'd like it, but that shit was dope.
I don't know why people don't like it.
I feel like it's okay. Sorry, they didn't be go everywhere. Y'all know that. But I feel like it's like Speed Racer. Because Speed Racer, I love that movie.
Fucking fantastic.
But when I first seen it, I was pissed off.
Why?
Because
you don't like colors?
No. Hell no. I want everything black and white. We don't need nothing else added to it. Fuck the rainbow. uh, but nah, like I thought people hated on Speed Racer because of how it was shot.
Yep.
Because like when I first seen it, I was like, I actually want to see real racing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not a bunch of green screen stuff. But then when I watched it again, I actually liked it because of the story behind it, and then I understood the whole green screen stuff.
Yeah.
And it just like kind of all made sense. But the first time I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think the first time you see it, it comes off a little too cartoony.
Okay.
The first time you see it, like if you're expecting a racing movie, you see that and you're like, oh, it's too cartoony. It looks a little too like comic booky. Like, you know, that fight when they're fighting in the desert.
Okay, yeah.
After they get caught, and it looks like, you know, like a cartoon fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
It makes people go, oh, you know, this is just it looks kiddie.
Yeah.
Then, you know, after you appreciate, okay, this is what they're going for. It's like, oh, shit. When the cars are pulling up along that, like it's like a truck that looks like the inside of a train, and all of a sudden the guns and start shooting everyone.
Yeah,
that shit was dope.
Yeah. Shit, where was going with that? So I went there for a reason.
We're talking about green screen.
Yeah, talk about movies that they didn't get our attention at first.
Well, I'm just saying, like, no, because I just think that I think this movie it needs to deliver on the idea of space. Space, you think wide open. You know, and I think that's the one thing this movie didn't feel wide open to me. No matter what, like even when they were in different parts of the ships, it would feel small. And then even in the village that they were in, and like they're working in the field, it felt small. It never felt like they were in this giant field. The only shot that made it feel big was the ending shot where the robot standing there with the horns.
Yeah,
that's the only shot that made it go, oh shit, it's actually like this big expansive world.
Yeah,
to me, I don't know about you.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But,
all right, well, I'm out of time.
Oh, we were talking about Sucker Punch. That's what it was. My bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, that's trying to figure out how we got to fucking Speed Racer. And so everybody hated Sucker Punch, and I feel like people hated it because like it's a bunch of girls that get taken that are strippers or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're telling the story of what they got to do, and it's all like, even though you're watching a bunch of action scenes, in real life they're actually dancing for customers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I thought it was dope, like how they just like mixed in sci-fi, fighting a dragon. Yeah. You know, in the airplane, whatever. We got to get this lighter and all that good shit. Like I actually appreciated it after I watched it. You know
I thought it was dope. To me, it was almost like a metaphor of like, okay, this is where these girls have to go in their brains. They got to create this fantasy world in their brains, and this is where they got to take themselves every time they have to go do this thing they don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know? I think for a lot of people, they're like, oh, why are these girls in little Catholic girl uniforms and running around in heels and shit like that?
They were kicking ass.
Yeah, if that's the aesthetic they're going for, then just go with it. Like, it's fine.
I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, even because I think there was one girl and she was like the baby of the group that was protected by her. I think it was her sister, or they were just really, really close. And she ends up dying. The little sister does, or whatever. Yeah. But even the way they played that out, like in the whole scene, like just a good movie. But yeah, back to Rebel Moon.
Yeah. So what are you hoping is going to happen in part 2?
Well, Homeboy comes back from the dead, the villain. You know what I'm saying? And I actually don't know what to expect because they fought. She beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then he goes and tells the king that he found her, and he's like, "You think I'd be happy that my daughter, the one that I trained to be like the most decorated soldier, just teamed up with General Titus?
Yeah.
You think that's good news?" So it's like, okay, what can they really do? So I hope the second one actually emphasizes more of their killing abilities, I guess.
Yeah.
They like more crazier fight scenes, and then like some epic battle at the end with the king.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping there's some like Lord of the Rings-ish type epic battle at the end. Or no, well, either that or like
I guess Lord of the Rings is its own category.
Or like a fucking like in 300 where you got like the cool fucking choreography going.
Yeah.
Like some shit like that, but with guns and all that different shit.
Yeah, you know what? If he did it like 300, I mean, I would be mad at him because one of my favorite scenes is when they first start fighting in the very first fight scene. Yeah. And when King Leonidas finally walks out and he's just walking real slow, but the camera zooms in when he's like doing a power move and then it will zoom out and then it'll speed up and slow down. Yeah. Like that whole scene is like probably the best fight scene I've seen in a movie. Period. That whole introduction of it. You know what I'm saying?
I like
But because of the way it was shot.
yeah, I like the way when it's following him sideways and he's just taking people out, and he goes, and every time he did something, it would zoom in. Yeah,
Mhm.
I got
Like,
you.
like even when he the part where he's fighting and he has a shield and it speeds up and then they slow it down to show his power when the dude runs into him, he blocks him, and then he walks up to him real slow with the sword and the camera zooms out and then goes back in when he stabs him. Like the way he shot that scene, phenomenal in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy about Zack Snyder movies?
What's
I
up?
don't know if it's who he hires as actors or if who he hires to train as actors.
Mm.
Every one of them movies, motherfuckers is in shape.
Mm.
That Prince, all of a sudden he turned around. I was like, this motherfucker got a fucking like 12 pack and shit. Fucking General Titus, like when he was in Blood Diamond, he was, lean, but he looked fucking jacked in this thing.
Yeah, he actually looked like he put on a bunch of muscle because he's never been out of shape in any movie I've seen him in.
Yeah.
But in this movie, he looked like he was like hitting the gym hard.
Yeah. And
You know what I'm saying?
Charlie Hunnam, he's always in shape. Like, that was the dude, he was the pilot. He was he played the dude he was in Skyrim. Not Skyrim, fucking Pacific Rim. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's who that was. Okay.
Yeah, he's from like fucking Sons of Anarchy and shit like that.
Yeah.
He's always in shape, but then in this movie, like you could tell, like he's still in good shape and shit like that. I don't know if he just hires like these fucking crazy people. Like, hey, you need to go in this diet to be in this movie.
I don't know, but
could you get in shape for a movie?
Fuck yeah.
I don't know about that, bro.
Look.
Small round is the shape.
Look. No. If there's we will pay you this much money to get in this type of shape, and then after that you get a lifetime supply of Popeyes, I'm in there.
Yeah, but they were like, okay, we're gonna pay you this money, but you can't. You're gonna have to drop the alcohol for the next 6 months, and no Popeyes, no rice. You're gonna be sitting there like.
You see my face. Out of everything you just said, the rice caught my attention. Like, come on now. That's the Asian side of me. Rice is like, it goes with every fucking thing.
Yeah, I know it does.
Yeah, like you definitely know shit. Look at your shirt, Noodle Ninjas. Come on now.
you understand? Like, actually, this month is actually going pretty easy.
It just got started.
Whatever. It's already a week and a half in.
10 days in.
Okay, 10 days. Oh, no, I started. What's today?
The 10th of January. So 10 days in.
Okay, whatever. 10 days in. Whatever. I'm just saying. I ain't had rice in 10 days. I ain't had no carbs in 10 days. It's literally just been meat.
Have you taken a before picture?
Yeah, but I ain't showing you, motherfucker.
No, I won't say that shit. Let's make sure you took one. Look like boot over there.
Actually, I don't remember if I did. But what I did is I took my scale out the bathroom.
Okay.
So we're not using the scale. After a month, I'm gonna measure my waist, but I'm not gonna worry about the actual number on the scale.
I mean, just go for the look. Like sometimes, like when I'm doing certain diets, I don't look at the scale on purpose because I want the look. Because if I look at because I got a problem because I like my size. I'm 250 fucking pounds. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I carry it well. Just saying. I was outside showing the kids how to do flips. I was doing them. You know what I'm saying?
So you just rolling? That's what you do. Oh, look like a tumbleweed going down.
No, I still got it, baby. I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
You look like somebody spinning down the hill on a tire.
Like with a big old
grown ups too.
Oh man, but now my issue is because I like my size. So once I really get into working out and I start seeing things change, I know I'm dropping weight, but I can't look at the scale because if I see that I lost anything, I'm gonna try to keep the weight up, but still look the way I want to look, and it never works. Never works.
Clearly.
Oh man,
yeah.
I can't stand you.
I got this. I mean, this is less about. Yeah, it's helping me like lose weight and like lean out and stuff like that. But for me, it's just about doing something hard.
Okay.
I want to do something that I thought would be hard that'll set the stage for the rest of the year. If I can get this done in January, then maybe that'll just set the stage for what 2024 is going to be like for me.
Okay, cool.
Okay, made a vision board and everything.
Oh shit! You cut out newspaper clippings and shit.
Nah, but I made that shit look like I made shit look like a serial killer that has like all the shit been mapped out in the city.
Oh gosh! So did you like different books and cut out different letters and write and put the shit in like a ransom note?
But I'll send you a picture. But that shit looked like someone was plotting out like serial killing and killing shit, or just being some kind of investigation.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, all right, we on a time crunch today because I got a dog has an appointment tomorrow. So anyways, final thoughts.
No, his dog is getting marinated. That's what it is. Look at this. Oh gosh.
Listen,
Oh man.
meat's expensive.
Oh god.
Final thoughts on Rebel Moon.
Like I said, good movie. Don't really got nothing bad to say about it. A good watch. Like I said, I watched it twice and my attention was still on it. Even though we barely talked about it, because as we said, there's not really much depth to it, at least in the first one.
Yeah.
But I do believe you'll want to see the second one because of how the first one is done. So out of 10, I give it probably a 6 or 7. 7.
I'll probably give it a 7 as well. I like the movie. Again, it's a lot of setup, but like it was good, and it opens up for more things to come, and I like the look of it. I like the aesthetic, and I'm actually curious to see where the story goes. It again, in my opinion, I prefer it over Dune.
Oh, definitely. I definitely prefer it over Dune.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, all right. That's the first episode of 2024. The first actual episode for 2024. Surratt and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Surratt, aka Makazi,
and your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Fort Delta. Y'all be good.
So
keep eating pussy.